Which of the following statement is or are correct regarding the artificial intelligence technology part? Which of the following is are correct regarding the artificial intelligence, AI? AI, artificial intelligence or AI refers to software technologies that make a robot or computer act and think like a human being. The concept of AI and automation are the same. Only one, only two, both 1 and 2 are correct, and both 1 and 2 are incorrect. So which of them is correct? Yes, what is the answer? First one is correct, you know it. First one is correct because it makes the computer or robot think like a human being. So that is true. Only problem is second one. The concept of AI and automation are same. Is it? Automation means related to this machine working of the machines automatically. But AI is a step ahead, much ahead. So this concept is not same. That is false. So only one is correct. Only one is correct. Okay? To improve ROA and reduce variability in performance, banks need to take a forward-looking windshield-based approach to performance management rather than backward-looking rear-view approach, mirror-based approach. This would include which of the following? So to improve the ROA is an important topic in your chapter number 3. Yeah, branch profitability, module A. Okay. So to improve the ROA, simple, such a big question I'll give you in simple line. Do we need to look forward or do we need to look backward? That's the only question to improve the ROA. Clear business and financial model across its portfolio of business and products to create roadmap for the ROA improvement. So what should I have? Strong framework and planning cell in the CFO's office that translates growth, pricing, profit and capital improvement initiatives into the plans and budgets. Periodic report and review mechanism that distinguishes between routine operational plans and strategic growth plans, and B is effectively tracks budget variance and converts them into actionable items, and D is all of the above. So that is the simplest answer, all of the above. All these are so big. Firstly, think over it. ROA, return on asset. How do you increase? What is return on asset? Return on asset means my net income divided by my assets. These assets should not include NPAs. Okay, they should not include NPAs. Clear? So, to improve the ROA, what do we need over here? Clear business and financial models. That is true. Strong framework and planning cell. That is also true. Periodic report and review mechanism. That is also true. So, the answer is D. All of the above. Answer is D. All of the above. Got it? D. Next. Among the following, which of the following accounts include a value additions like internet banking, mobile banking, tagged insurance cover, personal accident cover, sweep in, sweep out facility, other concessions like free remittances? So which accounts will have all these facilities? Internet, mobile, tagged insurance, personal accident, sweep in, sweep out, free remittances, saving, current, term, combination deposit, all of the above. See, 5 options are given over here. Is it for saving, current, FD, combination? What is combination? Combination means a combination of FD and saving or FD and current. Okay, that is the combination. You can call it sweep in, sweep out also. That's also a combination account. So which of them is correct? Which of them is is includes all these. Means internet banking is given in which product? Is it given in savings? Yes, it can be. Current? Yes, it can be. FD? It can be. Even in FD, I can give you this internet banking. Combination deposit? Yes, I can give. So all of them, if you see, all of them. Mobile banking. Can I give this? Means can I give mobile banking in savings, current, FD combination? Yes. Can I give insurance cover? What do you mean by this tagged insurance cover? This is the sales pitch. What do you mean by sales pitch? Means if I am not able to sell savings account, I want to increase the sales of savings account. What do? I'll just open a cover, insurance cover, free. You open a savings account with me, I'll give you 1 year health insurance free. Similarly, open a current account, health insurance free. Open a FD, health insurance free. Open a sweep in, sweep out, health insurance free. So, insurance cover can be used as a sales pitch for selling any other product. Personal accident cover, sweep in, sweep out facility. Sweep in, sweep out means what? Sweep in is known as, suppose if I am having a FD and there is a check which has come in the clearing, in clearing. So this FD gets broken and funds are transferred automatically to the savings account. So that is known as sweep in. Okay. Other concessions. So the answer is basically all of the above. I can use this for any of the products. I can use it for any of the products. Okay. Whichever I want to sell more, I'll give all these. Isn't it? ROI trees can be viewed using multiple lenses to manage performance across the various, which of the following dimensions. So ROI can be used for measuring the performance in which of the dimensions? By business unit, desktop, desk and product, by transaction, counterparty, customer value type, by geography, all of the above. Where can I use ROI approach? I can use ROI approach in all of the above. All of the above, kindly note. I can use ROI approach in all of the above. Okay? All of these. Okay? Business unit wise also I can do ROI. Return on asset. What is ROI? Return on asset basically. How much am I earning upon how many are my loans? Or what is the amount of my loans? Transaction, counterparty. I can do it for this also. Geography based. Region wise, I can do the ROI. So, all of these. An education loan for maximum amount, what amount is given for studies in India? Now, here, kindly note, education loan, okay, I'll give you the option E. All of the any amount. Any amount. One more option I'll give you. Any amount. So how much can you give the education loan? 10 lakhs, 30 lakhs, 5 lakhs, 25 lakhs. Yeah. It is for any amount. Kindly note. Education loan can be given for any amount. Only the point is the bifurcation is related to your priority sector. For loans for education in India, Bharat, I can give the education loan up to 10 lakhs for priority. This is only for priority sector, priority. Otherwise, if I want to give the commercial loan, commercial education loan, so I can give it for any amount. Bharat, priority, and outside foreign, it is 20 lakhs. That is all under priority sector. This is under priority sector. Kindly note. Okay? It is under priority sector. Other than priority sector, if you want to give a loan of 80 lakhs to anyone, education loan, you can give. Nobody can stop you. Okay? Because after all, we are a bank. The government of India has allowed dash FDI in insurance sector. Insurance sector, how much is the FDI allowed? Foreign direct investment. This is a typical question, tricky one. It is 74%. 74% is allowed. Okay? 74%. Which of the following statements regarding NBFCs is not correct? See, question is not correct. Which of the question on this points are not correct over here? A company with the principal business of accepting deposits is not an NBFC. Principal business of accepting deposits is not an NBFC. NBFCs don't form part of the payment and settlement system and cannot issue checks and drawn on itself. So it cannot issue the checks basically. So you want not correct. Okay. Deposit insurance scheme DICGC is not available to deposits for NBFCs unlike in case of banks. Okay. Which of them is not correct? Huh? Yeah. So NBFCs are regulated by RBI, have a minimum net owned funds of 200 lakhs. So which of them is not correct? Not. Okay. Yes, think over it. See, I'll go one by one. NBFCs are regulated by RBI, true, and minimum capital of 200 lakhs. So that is also true. Deposit insurance facility for of DICGC is not available. Not available to NBFCs. That is also true. That is only available to your banks. NBFCs don't form the part of the payment and settlement system and cannot issue checks drawn on itself. Okay? Can they issue the check? Muthoot Finance, can it issue the check like a bank? So no. Okay, that is also true. Cannot, don't. A company with principal business of accepting deposits is not an NBFC. That is false. A company with principal business of accepting deposits is called as a NBFC. It can accept deposits. Now somebody says, sir, but that is called as bank. Bank is obviously there. Bank's business is accepting deposits. But other bank, even NBFCs can accept a deposit. Okay? So that is true. That is false. Okay? Now let's solve one numerical. Following are the bank details. Insurance income is given as 15 crores. Salaries are given as 10 crores. NII is given as 10 crores. Capital is given as 80 crores. And you have to find out ROE, return on equity. What is ROE basically? ROE, return on equity. Yeah, it is ROE. ROE is basically return on equity. It means, what does it mean? It means your net income divided by your capital. There are 2-3 terms. It is there in your chapter branch profitability. Okay? What are the 2-3 terms? One is ROA. One is ROA, return on assets. ROE, return on equity. Then you have leverage ratio, leverage. Then you have NII, net interest income. Okay, then you have NIM. All these terms are there in your chapter, branch profitability. These all terms are there in your chapter. Each one has different formulae. ROA means net income upon assets. Net income upon assets, ROA. I give you just now. ROE means net income upon capital. Okay, upon capital. What do you mean by capital? The money which I have, own money. Okay, so ROA, ROE, leverage. What is leverage? Number of your total amount of assets upon capital. Assets upon capital. Okay, so what is my ROE then? My ROE becomes, see this, net income divided by capital. Okay, net income upon capital. So what is your net income now? How do you calculate the net income? Net income equals to your NII plus fee income or other incomes. Fee income, you can call it fee income plus, no, minus NII plus fee income minus expenses, your operating expenses, operating expenses. Okay, so now get this. What is NII given? NII is given as 10 CR, 10 plus what is your fee income given? Insurance income 15 crores, so 15 CR minus what is the operating expense? Operating expense means salaries. Only one is given. They can give you many, electricity, anything. Whatever is given, take it. Total them. So salaries are 10 CR. So what is your net income then? 15 CR. Upon capital, what is capital given? 80 CR. So my ROE becomes what then? ROE equals to, do it everyone, comment section. I want the answer in comment section. So it is 15 CR divided by 80 CR. Okay, 15 upon 80 into 100 you have to do it. Why? Because you want it in percentage. Into 100%. Okay, so into 100. So that is equal to, do it everyone now. Everyone try this. Yeah. So the answer for this is 15 divided by, what is this? 80 into 100. So it is 18.75%. 18.75%. So that is the ROE, return on equity. Okay? ROE, return on equity. Kindly note this. ROA can be found out using net income upon capital. ROA can be found out using net income upon assets. Okay? Bank assets on 31st March 2023 are rupees 100 at 10%. Insurance income is 15 rupees. Salaries are 10 rupees. NII equals to rupees 10. Loans on April 1, 2022 were 80. You have to find out ROA, return on asset. Now, what is the formula for return on asset? Firstly, what is the formula for ROA? Yeah. Formula for ROA equals to, I'll write it over here, net income divided by total assets, or you can call it yielding assets. Those here, whenever you consider these assets, no NPA should be included in this. No NPA. Okay, NPA should be excluded from this. Okay, so net income upon assets. So that is your basic formula of ROA. Okay, into 100 if you want, you can make it. See, whenever you want anything in percentage, you can make it into 100. Okay, got it? But what is net income now? What is net income? Now net income equals to, now this is another formula, net income. Say this, net income now equals to net income. Okay. Now what are the incomes for the bank? Any bank. What are the incomes for any bank? Any bank will have generally two types of income. Generally. One is your NII, or we call it spread. NII. NII, or we call it spread. Plus, you will be having other income. Other income. Okay? Then you will have some expenses. Minus expenses. Expenses. Right? Now this other income can include anything. It can be a third party products. It can be some investments, bonds which you have invested. You get returns from that. Okay. So that can also be the answer. Mainly here we include TPP, third party products. But what is NII now? We are going deeper. One by one step we are going deeper. Because first we went for ROA. Then we found out what is net income. Now what is NII? NII means what? Net interest income. What is NII? Net interest income. So what do you mean by this? It means that average loan interest minus average deposit interest. Okay, deposit interest. That is the basic meaning of NII. Average loan interest minus average deposit interest. Now, why do we say loan? It can be called as asset interest. See, some books call it asset also. Because loans are the major assets. But if I am having some treasury investment, then it will include loan plus your bonds. So this actual word over here should be assets. And here it should be liabilities. Now deposit are the major liabilities. But again, if I have issued some bonds, so that will be the part of my liability. So generally in banking we have this average loan interest minus average deposit interest. So these are the basic formulae for calculating this ROA. Now how to solve this but? Now all these formulae are there, simply just put the values now. Everything is in front of you. So what is the answer you have got? Anyone has got the answer? Or we'll solve it over here. Say this. So the answer over here is, see this, NII. NII means, just now I gave you NII plus TPP means other income minus expenses. So what is my net income now? NII. What is my NII? NII is given here. Is there NII given? Yeah, 10 rupees. See this. NII is given as 10 rupees. Fee income is given as 15 rupees. Where is fee income? See this, insurance. Fee income is 15 rupees. Then my operating expenses were given as 10 rupees. Salaries. So these are expenses. Okay. So what is my net income now then? My net income over here equals to NII plus fee income minus expenses. See this, NII plus fee income minus expenses. So 10 plus 15 minus 10. 10 plus 15 minus 10. So 10 gone 15 rupees. So my net income becomes 15 rupees. See, you can consider them in lakhs, crores, anything. I have taken simple figures so that you understand it. Okay. So it becomes 15 rupees. Now what is my formula for ROA but? My formula for ROA is, what did I give you earlier? Net income upon assets. So net income I've got it now, 15. But what about assets? Assets are what? See this. You have to find out average assets. Now what is my average assets? For this, look at this. The financial year given over here is what? April 1, 2022 to 31st March 2023. This is my financial year. Right? April 1, 2022 to 31st March 2023. Now what is the beginning year asset? Beginning year asset is given as 80 rupees. See this, 80. What is your end year asset? End of financial year? 100. So you have to find out average assets. So what are the average assets now? Average means opening plus closing upon 2. Opening plus closing upon 2. So 80 plus 100 upon 2. So that is equal to 180 upon 2. So that is equal to 90. So now we got what? You got your average assets. Just pay attention, everyone. Be very cool, be very calm in your mind, and then only solve this. Don't do any haziness. Okay, don't haste. Problem is very simple. Okay. Now what is ROA then? ROA equals to, look at this, my net income 15 rupees divided by my assets, average assets 19. So 15 upon 90 into 100. So divide this 15 upon 90 into 100. So you get it roughly 16 point some percentage. So take it round 16%. You'll get it something bigger, but let's take it round 16%. So that is your answer. Kindly note, in your exam you'll get numerical on ROA, ROE and leverage ratio. I've taken ROA over here. ROA will be taking later, isn't it? Got this point, everyone? ROA, how to find out ROA? This numerical is not there in any of the books. Okay, but it can be asked in exam. It is asked, in fact, in exam. A firm with a high net margin effectively controls both its running and non-operating expenditures. Dash might be the result of low income from loan interest payments. Very simple but very basic question. Firm with high net margin means if I am having a net profit of higher amount net profit, huge net profit. Then what does it mean? Effectively controls both its running and non-operating expenses. So if I am having huge money, I can control everything, isn't it? Dash might be the result of low income. So if I am having low income, low net profit, then what? Decreased net margin, increased net margin, greater gross margin and lower gross margin. So I am talking here of income from loan interest payments. So dash might be the result of low income from loan interest payments. So this will reduce what? If I'm getting less margin, this will reduce what? So now look at this. The answer is obviously these two are wrong. Increased, greater is out. Answer is obviously A or D. Which one then? A or D? So decreased net margin or lower gross margin? Whenever you are talking of loan interest payment, you are talking of actually net. So you are talking of this decreased net margin. Well, this will directly affect your P&L. This will directly affect your P&L. So that's why it is called as, it will result in decreased net margin. Got it? Clear? In case of education loans, who is made the co-borrower? Generally, in education loans, who is made the co-borrower? The college where the student takes admission, the family members of the borrower, the parents of the borrower, the friends and relatives of the borrower. Now, this is a practical question. Many of you might have given the education loans. So, firstly, you tell me, education loan is given to whom? Is it given to the parents or is it given to the student? Who is the borrower of this loan actually? Is the loan given to the parents or is the loan given to the student? Now it depends on the age. If the student is a minor, okay, then the loan is never given to that student. Then it is given to the parent. But if the student is major, see, generally education loan is given when? After your 12th. Okay, after your HSC. So by that time the student becomes major, 18 years. So the borrower is generally the student. Borrower is the student. Okay, and who is the co-borrower then? Co-borrower will be the parents. So the parents become the co-borrower. So in case of education loans, who is made the co-borrower? The parents of the borrower are made as the co-borrower. And who is the borrower? Student. Student is the borrower. Kindly note. Okay. Again I am telling you, it depends on the age. If the age of the student is minor, you can't give a loan to the minor. You'll have to give the loan to the parents then. Okay? The models used for processing the retail loan application can be standalone, centralized, standalone, standby, centralized and standby, hybrid and standalone. So which models will be used for processing of loan applications? See, there are, what do you mean by this? Models. It means that what is the system of processing? So I can do everything at a branch level. Branch. Everything. Branch, everything means what? I'll contact the customer, contacting, contact, get the documents. Now I won't write everything, get the documents, then analyze the documents, do the visits, right? Sanction the loan, disburse the loan, right? Monitor the loan, all these things, blah, 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 up to monitoring, they go on in the branch. So, okay. So this is known as standalone processing, standalone. Standalone means everything is done at the branch level, standalone. So everything is done at the branch level, standalone. Okay. Now second point over here is CPU model, centralized model. So CPU model means what? Centralized processing unit, CPU, that's called a centralized processing unit. It's like this server system. In a bank also you have the servers, right? It is similar to that, server systems. So what is CPU model? Under CPU what happens? Branches act just as a courier person. Means what? See, customer, here what, in branch model, what was it? Standalone. Everything was done by the branch. Branch was the end over here. Customer used to submit a document, branch used to process it, do everything. But in CPU, the things are different. There is a CPU centralized processing unit, and then there is a branch. Okay, then there is a branch over here, branch. And then there is customer. Then there is customer. So customer will submit the documents, submit. Okay, and branch will simply transfer it to the CPU. Branch will further submit it to the CPU. Branch will not do the processing over here. Branch will act as a collecting center over here, only as a collecting center. That's very important. Now you'll say, sir, even first model is better. Which model is better, chalo? Let me ask you, which model is better in this? Many of you will say this model is better. Why? Because everything is done at the branch, so time will be saved. It's reverse. It's reverse. This model is better. Okay, why? Because whenever you are doing any typical job, collecting and forwarding, you do it very fast. But if I tell you to do all the processing at the same level, it's very difficult. Human beings are trained for doing single work. So, in this CPU model, what happens? Branch collects all the documents and just sends it to the CPU. CPU does the processing. So, loan sanctioning, disbursement, everything will be, even monitoring will be done by the CPU. So, branch is free for sales. Branch main job is sales, isn't it? So, what is the answer over here? It is this. Standalone and centralized model. Okay, standalone and centralized model. Got it? Clear? Next. The process of developing a product where the best features of the available products are incorporated along with the additional value engineering is called as best features along with the additional features. Means what? See it simply. Suppose let's say some big bank has brought some new product. Some big bank, let's say SBI, PNB, Bank of Baroda, HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, they have brought one new product. So what will I do? See this. Understand this. Big bank. Big bank. Okay. This big bank has brought a new product. New product. I am a smaller bank. Let's say a smaller cooperative bank or smaller private sector bank. Small bank. What will I do? I'll copy this. Copy. copy this, copy the features of this. See, copy the features. Copy means not exactly copy. I'll know what are the features given. So I'll also design the same product. But what will I do? I need my customization. So my customers will be requiring something different. So some features will be removed from it. Some features will be added. So copy plus new features. New features. Okay. So existing product plus new features. So this model is known as cross-selling or product innovation or hybrid cross-pollination or product development. Of course, this is not a banking term, but then also you can use it now. Nowadays we are using this. Hybrid cross-pollination. It is come from biology, isn't it? Biology, you know, plants. Okay? In that you have this. So what you do, you hybrid cross-pollination. What are you doing? You are taking this existing product, then adding few features, removing some of them. See, not only adding, I can remove some of the features if they are not required by my customers. So I can remove them. So I am doing some modifications in that. I am not exactly copying as to whatever is given. I am not copying exactly. Okay. So these are the additional features. And this is known as hybrid cross-pollination. Business models of retail banking are being drawn based on various aspects. In this context, which one of the following aspects is incorrect? See, focus on the question. First question only, if you see, it's a twist. The question is a twist. Look at the twist. They are drawn based on various aspects. What are the various aspects? Various aspects means, suppose if I want to apply a new model in my bank. So for applying a new model, what have I to do? I have to first focus, okay, on what is my product, what are my offerings, many things are there. So which one of them is not correct? In this context, which of them is incorrect? So, product, capacity, delivery channels and technology. Technology means level of technology. What is the present level of technology? So now try to answer this. What is the answer for this? Think of it. Yes? What is the answer? Is it product? Means our new models are not based on either product or capacity or delivery channels or technology. Let me see in the comment section. What are the answers? See, the answer is capacity. Kindly note, your models are not dependent on the capacity. Capacity can be increased later. Capacity can be increased later. Suppose if I am having huge volumes, I can definitely ask for new employees, isn't it? I can recruit new employees, right? So capacity can be enhanced. If you depend on your capacity and don't change, then you will be out of the market. Okay, remaining all things are required. Product, delivery channels and technology. Okay. Delivery channels means what? The ways of reaching to the customer, various delivery channels. It can be physical branches also, it can be DSA also. It can be your phone banking, it can be a mobile banking, internet banking, app banking, anything, social media. Any which ways you reach the customer. Technology. What do you mean by this technology part? See, tech part is always ever changing. In banking, you see, the tech part is constantly changing. Today you have technology A, tomorrow you will be having technology B, right? Banking is never the same. In next every 10 years, banking changes heavily, isn't it? Every 10 years, banking changes heavily. So, important part is this. So that's why capacity means your models are not dependent on the capacity. Among the following, which of the following is correct about the given statements? So which of the following is correct about the given statements? Now let's see which of the following is correct about the given statement. So what is the question? Assertion and reason. See, important part is assertion and reason. Now what do you mean by assertion and reason? Assertion means the statement is given, and reason means is the reason fitting or correct. Okay, so that is the basic. So let's see, among the following which of them is not correct. Let me make it bigger. So now it is better, right? See this. Among the following, which of the following is correct about the below given statements? So now you want the correct one. See, every time check the question. What is asked? Whether it is asked for correct or incorrect. Okay, so now you are asked the correct one. So assertion. NBFCs, non-banking finance companies, have also aggressively entered in this bottom of the pyramid segment and posing a big threat to the conventional banking players. So NBFCs have entered into the bottom of the pyramid. Bottom of the pyramid means what? The loans and the deposits which are at the lower end. Means what? See, one thing it's from the survey. The survey says that among the loans given in our country, Bharat, 90% of the loans by volume, by number, 90% of the loans by number are less than 1 lakh. Are less than 1 lakh. So this is the overall case. So now this less than 1 lakh, almost 90% of the loans are less than 1 lakh. In numbers, I'm not talking in volumes, figures. Now, if this is the case and NBFCs are entering into 1 lakh case, all these below 1 lakh, NBFCs have entered. You see Bajaj Finance, it gives you loans so fast and we bankers take so much time. You want a refrigerator, immediately Bajaj Finance. You want this, any other thing, television, immediately Bajaj Finance. How come? Because they have entered this segment, less than 1 lakh segment. And that's growing very fast now. Consumer loans are growing very fast. Less than 1 lakh loans are growing very fast. So that is called as the bottom of the pyramid. So NBFCs, non-banking finance companies, have also aggressively entered the bottom of the pyramid segment and posing the big threat to the conventional banking system. So first you have to think whether this A is true or not. Are NBFCs posing a threat to the banking system? That you'll answer. Next one, reason. Now whether the reason is suitable for the given statement. Factors like growing urban population, higher disposable incomes, rise in young population are the main reasons for emergence of corporate banking in India. So these factors like growing population, urban population, city population is growing. There are mass relocations, right, happening. So city population is growing. So higher disposable incomes, more incomes are there in the pockets of common persons. Now all these reasons are leading to the main reasons for young population, rise in young population. All these reasons are the main reasons for emergence of corporate banking in India. Now you have to think whether this reason is correct, number one. Number two, whether this reason suits this assertion. Now think of it. Think of it, everyone. Yes? What is the answer? Whether statement A is correct. First you tell me whether statement A is correct. In the comment section you type whether statement A is correct. So Statement A is correct. NBFCs have entered. So this is right. What about the reason? So R is correct. Okay, so now R is A is correct. Okay, so if A is correct, so immediately what happens? Think of the answer. See, A is incorrect. So these two are gone. Now what remains? Only these two. Both A and R are correct, and A is correct and R is incorrect. Now only two remains. Now what about this? Reasons. Is this reason suiting to this assertion? No, it is not. Why? Why is it not? Because this is talking about lower end of the pyramid, means lower loans less than 1 lakh, and this reason is talking about corporate banking. Corporate banking is not related to less than 1 lakh. It is related to huge amount of loans. So R is not the right reason. So R becomes incorrect over here. So the answer over here becomes B. A is correct and R is incorrect. R is not the real reason for A. R is not the real reason for A. Okay? Next. The most common business approach for retail banking adopted by banks are segmented approach, geography-based approach, classification-based approach. Now, what are these approaches? We'll study them later. Firstly, are these approaches correct? Think of it, everyone. Is it A and C only? Is it A to C all of them? Third, is it B and C, or is it A and B only? Think of it, everyone. Yes? The answer is, what do you think is the answer? Yes? Segmented approach, geography based and classification based. All the three are correct. All of the three are correct. So A to C all. Say this. Segmented approach. Segments. Various segments. We'll study them later, not right now. Geography based approach. Related to geography, South Indian branches, North Indian branches, state branches. This is geography based. Classification based approach. Classification means it is related to your class 1 or class 1 branch, class 2 branch. You have this now in your banks. This is a scale 4 branch. This is scale 1 branch, like this. That is classification. And what is this segmented then? This is NRI branch. This is agri branch. So depending on the customers, the segments are decided. You have certain branches in your bank also. MSME. There are many MSME loans in that branch. So we call it, this is a MSME branch. Certain branches are there in main posh locations where only NRIs come. Lot of branches are there where only NRIs come. Lot of NRIs. If you go to Pune, anybody is from Maharashtra, Pune, Koregaon Park. So Koregaon Park branch has many NRIs. Even in Mumbai, Nariman Point, you will find many NRIs. So these branches are segmented as per the customer classification, customer difference. So this is known as segmented approach. Segmented, geography based and classification based. All the three are correct. We'll study them later. Okay? In which of the following business approach for retail banking, branches are classified based on the business potential for the focused marketing strategy? Business potential for the focused marketing. These branches are positioned as a resource center branch and form the part of overall segmentation. See this. Just now I told you. Approach. Okay. So in which of them, based on the customer segments, marketing strategy, business potential, is it segmented, geography based, classification, or any of these? Think of it. Just now I gave you the answer. Just now we saw the answer. Geography based is for what? Geography based is for geography. Maharashtra branches, Tamil Nadu branches, Delhi branches. Classification means scale 1 branch, scale 2 branch. And what is segmented then? Segmented just now I told you, correct? Correct. Many of you have typed correctly. Segmented approach. Okay? Retail business model is based on dash in geography based. So that is simple, geographies. Okay, because that is simple, the word only tells you. Where strategies for retail business are built on basis of type of the branch, such as rural, semi-urban, urban, metro. Such approach is called as what? See, just now I told you, scale 1, scale 2. Similar classification is there in rural, urban also. We call it now. This is the rural branch. This is semi-urban branch. This is scale 1 branch. So this is basically classification based approach. Classification based. See, very important. Generally in nationalized banks, we follow this classification based approach. How many of you are in scale 1 branch? Just type in the comment section. How many of you are working in scale 1 branch? Or how many of you are working in scale 3 branch? Just type scale 1, scale 2, scale 3. Just type in the comment section. In which type of branch are you working? So there gets the answer. Classification based. Rural branch, semi-urban branch. Okay. This is also one type of classification. Metro. Okay. Urban branches. Right. So next. Among the below mentioned statements, which of the following is an incorrect statement in context of branch profitability? Now, if any branch has to be profitable, any branch has to work. See, this is an introduction. So we are covering all the major parts. So which one of them is correct? A bank can use risk-adjusted profitability management to measure each branch's performance. Read only the first part. The bank can then make necessary adjustments to the pricing, service levels. When income surpasses expenses, a loss is realized. Now you want an incorrect statement, okay? The NPL, net non-performing loans, okay, ratio, coverage ratio, cost of risk are the three measures that are frequently used. You want the incorrect one. Kindly think. You want the incorrect one. So which of them is incorrect? Very simple. Actually, you need not read any of these in details. Just by looking at the face only, you'll be able to judge the answer. Yes? What is the answer? You need not know anything about A, statement A, about statement B, about statement C also, about statement D also. Then also you can answer. Think of it. Then also you can answer. Think of it, everyone. The answer is C. You want the incorrect one. See, what did I say? Incorrect. Read the question properly. Incorrect one. When income surpasses expenses, loss is realized. No. Profit is realized. When your income is more than the expenses, you have a profit, not the loss. That's why I said remaining all these things were not required at all. What was required was this, profit or loss, basic. Okay? Consider the following statements and choose the correct answer. Now look at this, read properly. Low interest rates along with stiff competition among the banks positively affects bank profitability. Means if any bank, means low interest rates, okay, and competition is huge now in all the bankings, retail banking, competition has gone to any level now. Now this has affected the branch profitability. Banks are affected. They are facing losses. Is it so? Think. You have to think. NPAs reduce the profitability due to increase in operating cost and decline in the interest in the interest margins. So if you have more NPAs in the bank, in your bank, does it mean your profitability will be reduced? Will be less profitable? only one is correct, only two is correct, both 1 and 2 are correct, both 1 and 2 are incorrect. Think of it. Yes, think of it, everyone. Is low interest rate and competition affecting the profitability? Is it so? Are NPAs reducing the profitability? Which one is correct? 1 is correct, 2 is correct. Both are wrong or both are correct. So the answer is, what do you think? Both of them are correct. Okay, both of them are correct. Kindly note. Both of them are correct. Very important point. Kindly note. Both of them are correct. Okay? Because of NPS, what is happening? Your operating cost is increasing. The NPA means what? You are not getting the interest out of that loan. Whenever you give a loan, you have to get the interest. So you are not getting the interest. That's fine. That will definitely affect the profitability. Low interest rate. Nowadays we are moving towards downwards. RBI constantly reducing the repo rates. Right? So we are moving towards low interest rates and so many banks are entering. So many banks. We have nationalized banks, private banks, neo banks and small finance banks, payment banks, NBFCs. All of them are entering into the same market, isn't it? So that's why both 1 and 2 are correct. Got it, everyone? You are given statements labeled assertion and reason. From the options below, choose the correct answer. So you are given these two statements. One is the statement, second is the reason. So now you have to check whether the statement is correct, number 1. Number 2, whether the reason is correct. Means it can happen that reason is also correct. But it can happen reason is not valid for the statement. Means it might be correct, but it's not valid for the statement. Anything can happen. So you have to check it from all the angles, and similar questions you will get it from in exam also. So choose the first statement. What is this? Assertion. Current account, saving account, CASA. Deposits are very important performance indicators to increase profitability. So CASA is the best indicator to check whether my bank is working properly or not, whether it's profitable or not. So is it true? Is CASA the real indicator or one of the important indicators? It's not only indicator, one of the important ones. Think. Second one, the rate of interest paid to the customers by the bank on CASA deposits are very low. Means the rate of ROI which we give on current account and saving account are very low. That's why they are the good indicators. What are the options? Both A and R are true, and R is a correct explanation of A. A is false, R is true. Both A and R are true, and R is not the correct explanation of A. And both A and R are false. Now think over it, everyone. Check the answer. Yes? What is the answer? Everyone is getting this? Is A correct? CASA is a good indicator. So that is in fact, CASA is actually the good indicator, isn't it? Because in CASA, what do you get? When people keep CASA with you, current account, saving account, it means they are trusting you more. See, always you will have a savings account with a bank which you trust more. So A becomes true over here. Okay, A becomes true. A is true over here. What about the reason? The ROI paid to the customers by the bank on CASA deposits is very low. Is it true? Is ROI very less? What is the ROI in your bank for, let's say, current account? What is the rate of interest on in your bank on current accounts? Yes, comment section. Everyone, give me the comment section. What is the ROI in your banks on current accounts? So on current accounts it is, yes, 0. And what is the ROI in your banks on savings account? Current account is 0. Kindly note. What is the ROI on savings account? Now it depends on bank to bank, but generally nowadays it is 2.5%. It depends on bank to bank. Again I am saying it changes from bank to bank and period to period. So this is also true, but is B reason the correct explanation of this? So yes, that is also true. So the answer is A. Both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. Because rate of interest of CASA is low, that's why I am having free money. If I am having free money, then I'll definitely earn, means I'm in the advantage, right? Got it, everyone? Which of the following banking is business to customers, B2C approach? So which one is B2C approach? Think corporate banking, wholesale banking, retail banking, all of the above. B2C. Many of you will say, sir, B2C means to customer, bank, business to customer. So many of you will say that, sir, everywhere we have to go for customers only. But the approaches are called as B2B and B2C. Business to business and business to customers. So which one is B2C? B2C is basically retail banking. Retail banking is a business of B2C. You directly deal with the end consumer. This is consumer, end consumer. Okay? Now similarly, next question. Which of the following banking is a business to business approach? B2B now. Which one is B2B? Corporate banking alone, wholesale banking alone, retail banking alone, A and B both. Think now, think. Is it corporate banking or is it retail, wholesale banking, or obviously retail banking is not the answer. So C is out. So either it can be A or B or D. So what is the answer? Many of you are typing it as corporate banking A, because many of us have not heard of this word called as wholesale banking. Many of us have not heard of the word called as wholesale banking. So what is wholesale banking then? Kindly note, corporate banking and wholesale banking are same. Same. They are same. No change in them. Corporate banking and wholesale banking are same. These are different names. So the answer is this. A and B both. Okay? Kindly note, it is what are the three approaches of business? One is B2C, B2B, business to business, corporate banking. B2C, business to customer, retail banking. And third one is P2P, peer to peer. This is a new concept coming up. In this, bank is not required. It is called as crowdfunding. P2P is crowdfunding. Okay? Which of the following statements regarding retail banking and wholesale banking are not correct? Check. Not correct you want. Not correct. A retail banking targets the individuals. Means A is retail banking targets the individuals. B, wholesale banking deals with corporate clients. Wholesale banking deals with corporate clients. Retail banking is a class banking market. Class. Wholesale banking looks at smaller market. Smaller. It means customer base in wholesale banking is small as compared to retail banking. So which one is not correct? Kindly note. The question over here is not correct. See, retail banking targets individuals. That's correct, isn't it? Because we are targeting individuals only. It can be normal customer, it can be HNI, it can be anyone. But we target individuals only. Wholesale banking deals with corporate clients. So that is also true, because just now I gave you the explanation. Wholesale and retail, wholesale and corporate banking means the same. So this is true. This is true, right? What about this one? Retail banking is a class banking market. Class means we choose only choosy customers. This is wrong. This is false. Because retail banking is a mass banking customer. Mass. We require a lot of customers. Huge volumes. That's what we require, isn't it? Wholesale banking looks at smaller market. That is true, because the customer base in wholesale banking is small as compared to that of the retail banking, isn't it? So that's why the answer is C. We want not correct. Not correct means false. So answer is C. Consider the following statements regarding the wholesale banking or corporate banking and choose the incorrect one. Again, look at this. Incorrect. You have to choose the incorrect one. Think now. Read this. The ticket size of loans in retail banking is low. Wholesale banking looks at relatively smaller segment of business corporate client as compared to retail segment. Smaller segment. Okay. You want incorrect. Corporate banking is B2B approach. Which one of them is incorrect? The ticket size of loans in retail banking is relatively low. Is it incorrect? Relatively low compared to corporate banking. Wholesale banking looks at relatively smaller segment of business corporate clients as compared to retail segment. Corporate banking is a B2B approach. Which one is incorrect? Yes? Which one? Which one is incorrect? Don't try to give the answers. Be confident about yourself. Be confident. This is very tricky one. Yes? So the answer is none of these. All are true. All are correct. So answer should be none of these. That's why I said trust yourself. If you feel all of them are correct, so write it, all of them are correct. Why are you trying to find the answers within this? That's why deliberately I didn't give this. I wanted to check the confidence level. See, the answer is E. None of these. All of them are correct. The ticket size of loans in retail banking is relatively low. Correct. The loans are hardly 1 crore, 2 crore in retail. Corporate banking, it's 1000 crores. Wholesale banking looks at relatively smaller segment of business, isn't it? Smaller segment, they'll look at. Corporate banking looks at smaller customer base. Corporate banking is a B2B approach, so that is also correct. So all of them are true. True, true, true. All of them are true. So once you know all of them are true, then what? For E, you should be confident of yourself. Right? Got it? Next. Dash model provides functionality across the products with customer data business orientation, database orientation. The centralized customer database is used across all products. So which is this model which gives you a common database for all the customers, for all the products. Horizontally organized model, vertically organized model, predominantly horizontally organized model, predominantly vertically organized model. Now think, this is a bit difficult one. Those who have read it will be able to answer it. Think of it, everyone. Try this, everyone. Think of it. Is it horizontally organized? What is horizontally organized? In this model, horizontally organized, the data is shared within the same product. Kindly note, if I am having the data of home loan, I will be sharing it with only home loan. If I am having the data of let's say personal loan, I will be sharing it with only PL department. I will not share it with other departments. This is horizontally organized. What is vertically organized? Here we have common database. The data of home loan can be used by savings account, can be used by current account, can be used by FD, can be used by credit card. Anyone can use any data. Common database. So what is the answer required then? So Dash model provides functionality across the products with the customer database orientation. So who provides? Vertically organized model. Vertically organized model provides the common database across all the products. Okay? Consider the following statements regarding the wholesale banking and choose the incorrect one. I think the same one. Yeah. Which of the following models is the standard norm in public sector banks? See, standard in public sector. Now you think, all of you, which of them is the correct answer, standard norm in your bank only? Many of you are in public sector banks. Now think of the answer. Which is the standard norm in public sector banks? Is it horizontally organized or vertically or PH or PV? Which of them is a standard norm in public sector? Public sector means, now you think, do you share your data? If you are working in account opening department, do you share your data with other departments? If you are working in clearing department, do you share your data with other departments? No, right? We don't share the data in public sector banks, right? So we work in silos. That is the main problem. This is not the problem in foreign banks. Private banks and foreign banks, they work on vertically organized model, common database. The full data is shared across all the products. Again, which of the following is or not the desirable behavior to be adopted by the branch head as a part of increasing branch profitability? So, if somebody wants to enhance his branch, move his branch ahead, what should the branch manager do? He or she requires to be nice and appreciative to the branch staff. There should be a proper reward, appreciation for good workers. Punishment should not be followed for erring employees if they do not improve by persuasive means. Which one should be followed by the BM? Suppose if you are the BM, what will you follow? Increasing branch profitability and maintaining the good culture in the bank. Appreciative to the bank staff, right? Appreciation should be given to the branch staff. Means you are working very well, you are working very good. The branch manager should always say this: you are working very good, your working style is good. Something means wherever you do something good, then there should be a proper reward, appreciation for good workers. This is called as golden banana scheme. You must always try to reward whatever small you can immediately. Immediately, that's very important. Then punishment should not be followed to the erring employees, even if they do not improve by persuasive means. That is wrong. So if somebody is not at all improving at all, you do anything, then you'll have to use some hard rules as such. Okay, so 1 and 2 are correct. So which of them? B. 1 and 2 are correct, right? 1 and 2 are right. Got it, everyone?